Tonight we have brand new DDD support, and it is going to be very interesting to say the least, as we have 9 brand new cards to go over. But first, let's get this out of the way. Only 7.2% of you guys are subscribed, and it would mean a lot for you guys to start subscribing. If you're new to the channel, and if you want to support smaller creators as well. But let's get into the new DDD support. First up, we have DDD, or DD Lance Soldier, being a level 2 Dark Fiend Tuner effect with 400 attack and defense, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can target one DD monster you control, increase its level up by up to the number of Dark Contract cards you control and in your graveyard. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Dark Contract you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Overall, already off to a good start, another form of extender, so you can get an extra link body, or even a synchro body, just so you can synchro on up. Along with just being able to level modulate up is very useful as well. Then we have DD Defense Soldier, being a level 4 Dark Fiend effect monster with 0 attack and 1800 defense, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. Target one DD card in your Pendulum Zone, special summon it, or you can banish one DD monster from your graveyard. If your DD monsters attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Honestly, this is a really good card just because of the first bulletin point. And then the second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one DD Pendulum monster from your face-up, extra deck, or graveyard to your hand. Overall, it's a very good card. It allows you to get your Pendulum Zones unclogged, so you can summon out your Ragnarok or even your Griffin if need be. It might be a one-of, but we'll have to see on that. But next up, we have DDD Zero Demise King Zero Machinex. It is a brand new Pendulum Fiend effect monster, level 8 with 3000 attack and 0 defense, and it's a pendulum scale of 0. The pendulum effect is you can only use the pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. During your main phase, if this card was activated this turn, you could place one Dark Contract continuous spell or trap card from your deck face up on your field. And then the monster effect, you can only use the first and second monster effect of this card's name each once per turn. If a face-up DDD and or Dark Contract card you control is destroyed while this card is face-up in your extra deck, even during the damage step, you could special summon this card, then you could destroy one card on the field. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your Pendulum Zone. This card is actually very good for being a scale 0. This is actually a very broken card because you could just place your Dark Contract with the gate from your deck, and honestly, I really like that. Then for the other effects, being able to have a way if your Dark Contract gets destroyed by like Lance Soldier to summon out to destroy another card on the field is really good because you can destroy a certain card your opponent controls. It's kind of like a Abyssal Druid's Worm in a way. And being able to put it into your Pendulum Zone as a scale of 0 is quite powerful. Next up, we have DDDD, Great Dimension King Arc Crisis. It's a level 12 Dark Fiend fusion of Pendulum effect monster. That is a mouthful. With 4000 attack and 4000 defense, being a pendulum scale of 13. This card's supposed to rival your Supreme King Dragon Zark. You can only use a pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target any number of Dark Contract cards you control, destroy them, then special summon up to that many Doom King Pendulum monsters from your deck and or extra deck. And if I remember correctly, there's 4 others. 1 main deck and 3 extra deck? Yeah, 4 others. Yeah. So that's really scary. So you would have to have 4 Dark Contracts to do that. This could be an issue down the line, but it's really hard to summon because to fusion summon this card, you need 4 Fiend monsters of Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, and Pendulum. Super easy in this deck, obviously. It must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards from your field and or graveyard, and you can only special summon one DDDD Great Dimension King Arc Crisis once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. If this card is special summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. It can attack all opponent monsters once each. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you could place it in the Pendulum Zone. For being a big boss monster that you have to put so much into it, it's alright, but it gets to all your dooms, your purple, white, black, and even the Armageddon. I think that's the one, the main deck one, but don't quote me on that. Um, it's all right. It's definitely a win more fusion that you could probably cheat out, especially with how DDD is, because you could just fill up your graveyard super quickly with all of these, so that's fine. But we actually have a very good synchro monster here, being DDD Founder King Clovis, level 6 Dark Fiend Synchro Effect Monster, 2100 attack, 1900 defense, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You can only use the first effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target one of your banished DD monsters, or if you control a Dark Contract card, you can target one card in your graveyard instead, special summon it. And this kind of reads like Sprite Elf. Being able to target a level 2, and if your opponent controls a card, you can target a Exceed or a Link 2 instead. Oh, this is actually a really good card. If this card becomes banished, you can activate this effect. If your DD monster's attack defense position monster does piercing damage. This is actually a really good synchro monster, just because you can revive any of your DD monsters. But if you have the Dark Contract, most likely Gate, you can just special summon anything. So realistically, this is going to be a new card in the extra deck. And let's get to the new Exceed, being DDD Wisdom King Solomon, rank 4. With 1000 attack and 2500 defense, and it takes 2 level 4 DDD or DD monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can detach 1 material from this card, add 1 DD card from your deck to your hand. To the second effect, if this card becomes banished, you can target 1 DD effect monster you control. That effect monster gains this effect. If this card destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the monster's original attack. Okay. Being able to search out any DD card is pretty good, and being able to target any monster to gain this effect is also super useful, because I'm going to guess you want to banish this and this to summon out your Arc Crisis. That could work. Next up, we have DDD Sky King Zeus Ragnarok. It is a Link 3 Dark Fiend effect monster with 2200 attack, bottom left, bottom, and bottom right. And it is going to be a very good Link monster, because you can summon 3 cards from your extra deck. It takes 2+ DD monsters, super easy to make. You're going to be linking away Gilgamesh into this, so that's going to be useful. You can only use the second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can target 1 DD or Dark Contract card you control, destroy it also during your main phase this turn. You can conduct 1 Pendulum Summon of a DD monsters in addition to your Pendulum Summon. You can only gain this effect once per turn. This allows you to double Pendulum Summon, which is very crazy. And then when your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand, quick effect, you can banish 1 DD monster and 1 Dark Contract card from your graveyard. Negate that activation. So this just says no more Nibiru, no more Droll, if you could get it out before you search. And honestly, it's a really powerful Link monster. You do have to invest a little into it, but that's fine. Next up, we have Dark Contract with the Zero King. It's a continuous spell card, and it's always treated as a DD card. And you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target 1 DD card you control, except Dark Contract with the Zero King. You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn, except DD monsters. Also destroy that card, and if you do, special summon 1 DD monster from your deck. And once per turn, during your standby, take 1000. So all keeping with themes. This is good because it allows you to special summon a DD monster from your deck by destroying a DD you control except itself. I could understand that. Could definitely have some nice implications, especially with stuff like your Zero Machinex here. So I could see combo plays with that. And then we have Dark Contract with a Different Dimension. It is a continuous trap card, and you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can shuffle 2 Dark Contract cards from your graveyard into the deck, then target 1 card your opponent controls, or in their graveyard, banish it. Almost like a SP Little Knight in a way, or a Bestial. I can see this having some uses. Once per turn during your standby phase, take 1000 damage. Okay. And if this card is destroyed, you can gain 500 life points. Then if it was destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you gain 500 life points, so you gain 1000. Okay. This might be a one of, maybe to side. because of the banish effect. So you could initially just go chain 2 to Abystial to banish that card. It does have, yeah. Counters Bystials can definitely do a little damage to the opponent if they're playing a graveyard-centric deck. But overall, this new DD support is very interesting. I need to see how it functions with the old cards better. But overall, I definitely think that this is a wave that's good, but I feel like that there's missing one card, maybe two. I would say one card because there's only 9 here. It's just safe to say. So the next set after Doom of Dimensions will have that. But overall, I generally like this support, and I want to know what you guys think about the brand new DD support. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Only 7.2% of you guys are subscribed. And also hit that like button down below to show support. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.